I'm gonna have to steal a line from Alonzo from Training Day. My record speaks for itself. That's another topic. When Paul said, was that 2 Corinthians 11, bear with me in my folly? What was he saying? Saying the same thing that Alonzo said in Training Day. My record speaks for itself. That's what Paul was saying. Paul was saying, my record speaks. Here's my record. All of you guys gonna have to have a record, man. You're gonna have to be consistent in this thing. Not like the IUIC. These out of state, out of country camps. They'll put up 4 videos in 1 month, and it wouldn't even add up to an hour worth of work. That's terrible. That's tacky. That's terrible. That's not terrible. That's terrible. If I find out, which I'm not looking, so you can run and hide, okay? If I find out you got a GMS, whatever, any state USA, and this guy's, he put up 4 videos inside of a month, and they don't even add up to an hour, you are out. You are out of there. You're out of there. If you're head of a camp, the elder of a camp, you got 20 guys in your camp, every last one of them supposed to be doing videos on the regular. They should be doing videos every day. Sometimes it's hard to do that. You should be doing videos, 3 days out of the week at least. Consistent. And not no 2-minute video. Not no, I'm gonna record this video, the Elder Yashawamba, then I'm gonna put up on my page. No, that's not the work. Anybody could do that shit. And I've been saying that. So you leaders lead. How do you lead? You know what you got to do. You know the Spirit's on you. You're out there on the highways and the byways 1 day a week, maybe 2 days a week. You're doing the sit downs. Guess what? They got to do, if they're in your camp, if they're under you, they got to do what you got to do. Maybe not as much as you got to do, but almost as much. Maybe half as much. Because you're supposed to be on fire. So if the camp leader's on fire, then the rest of the 5 men, 10 men, 20 men are supposed to be on fire too. If they're lacking that fire, get rid of them. Get rid of them. You know, that's dead weight. We don't need dead weight on this thing. And what does it say in Revelation? Revelation 3 verse 15 on down speaks about the hot, cold, and lukewarm. I used to open that every time before we used to meet at 12 o'clock on a so-called Saturday. And that's when we thought that was the Sabbath. We used to meet at 12 o'clock. I would have an hour camp. Then at 1 o'clock, we would shoot down to the camp, and we would be out there until the nightfall. Be out there all day, you know? But I would always come in the room, and I would say, you know what I want? And a gabar, somebody else would read it. And you see brothers looking, there it goes, open up, getting the Spirit in us. And you see guys turn their head, sucking their teeth with these attitudes. And they used to bring me to council because they said, anytime Tahar comes through the door, we feel like swords are flying at us. And to Lahab, to that demon, and I said, well, if you ain't doing right, you should be feeling swords coming at your ass. You know? Needless to say, every last one of them is back in the world. A lot of them are dead. The only ones that was in that room, that's still in that room, that's still here, that was in that room, was 2 people. Ricard was in Brooklyn. He got with us later. Was Pastor Gabar and Bishop Nathaniel. Those are the only 2 left. And you know the course that Bishop Nathaniel took, pretty much he's Darth Vader. You understand? Anyway, forgive me for my rambling, but I think I said a lot of good things. So let's look at this. I'm going to give you an example of how these Israelites turned this thing to a spectator sport.